Welcome back to Go With Us, and this is everything you really need to know this week in Pokemon Go, running from December 1st all the way until December 8th. Just before we begin, remember that the Precious Paths new season will be coming live on the 2nd. We're going to be releasing a Precious Paths alongside a December content update in the next 2 days, so you guys can really take advantage of that. But let's get straight into this week now, to our calendar, kicking off with our Adventure Sync rewards on Monday the 1st. And if we walk 5 kilometers in that week, we're going to get 20 Pokeballs. If we walk 25 kilometers, you're going to get the 20 Pokeballs plus 10 Great Balls, an additional 3,000 Stardust. And if you do have an egg slot open, you will get a 5 kilometer Adventure Sync egg. If you don't have an egg slot open, you'll get 3 silver pineapple berries as well as 3 rare candies. If you walk 50 kilometers, you're going to get the Pokeballs, the Great Balls, and the Ultra Ball, including 10,000 Stardust, as well as a 10 kilometer egg if you do have an egg slot open. If you don't, you will get 5 rare candy, 5 silver pineapple berries, and if you walk 100 kilometers, you're going to get all of the above, including 20,000 Stardust. While we're speaking about these Adventure Sync eggs, let's run through the December eggs and what could be hatching from them. In 2 kilometer eggs, we can see Cleffa, Smoochum, and Bergmite. In 5 kilometer eggs, it looks like so far we can get Audino, Elgium, and Snom. In 7 kilometer eggs, we're going to get Alolan Diglett, Galarian Zigzagoon, and Galarian Stunfisk. Coming from Mateo, those 7 kilometer eggs are going to be hatching Hisui and Growlithe, as well as Galarian Slowpoke. In 10 kilometer eggs, we can get Beldum and Tinkatink. But when it comes to those 5 kilometer Adventure Sync eggs, the following Pokemon will be hatching: Bonsly, Riolu, and Archen. And in the 10 kilometer Adventure Sync eggs, we can get Beldum, Drampaw, and Dreepy. Then back to our calendar, and this is probably the 3rd or 4th Max Monday we've seen of Dynamax Darumaka, which of course can go into Dynamax Darmanitan. Let me just say that Dynamax Darmanitan still, right now, is one of the best Fire-type Max attackers in the entire game, only behind Cinderace and Charizard, which of course as G-Maxes will always take the cake. But if you're still looking to build your Fire D-Max teams, this is a Max Monday you do not want to miss. Dynamax Darmanitan has really good base stats, specifically a very high attack stat, and that's why it's such a good attacker. Then let's move on to our 5-star raids, which are actually carrying over from last week. And of course, in 5-star raids until the 4th, we still have Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion in there. We still have the Mega Raids going down until the 4th as well. In Mega Raids, we can get Mega Garchomp, Mega Medicham, as well as Mega Aerodactyl. Just to run through those very quickly, guys, Mega Garchomp is one of the best ground and dragon type attackers in the entire game. This is probably going to be your last chance in some time before you can get Mega Garchomp energy again. Remember to go after that. Mega Medicham, not the greatest attacker in the game, but because it shares a Psychic and Fighting typing, a really good Pokemon to try and get to Mega level 3, so you can accumulate the candy and XL candy whenever those Fighting and Psychic type events come around. And for Mega Aerodactyl, it's currently the 5th best Rock type attacker in the game, and unfortunately, even though it does share a Flying typing, it does not have a Flying type charge move, so it can't be used as a Flying type attacker. Otherwise, to be honest, this Pokemon would definitely be in the top 10, for example. Then on to Shadow Raids, and 5-star Shadow Raids for the month of December. Shadow Heatran will be coming into rotation. If you guys weren't aware, guys, Shadow Heatran is currently the 3rd best Fire type attacker in the entire game right now. Remember, you will need Magma Storm on this Pokemon, which will need a Elite Charge TM, and even in the Master League right now, I think it's hovering around the 50th spot. So overall, this Pokemon is definitely going to serve you very well. Remember to raid these on weekends. Then back to our calendar, and Tuesday is packed because we have a couple things going down, including the new Precious Path season, which will finally go live. Just to run through the bonuses very quickly for the Precious Path season, we're going to get 1 additional special trait per day to make it 2. It's going to be increased Stardust for the first catch of the day. So our quick tip here is to try and catch something like a Shroomish or a Meowth. If you see that spawn on your map as you open your game, try and catch that Pokemon first, because you will get a bigger Stardust boost. And there's also going to be increased friendship bonus damage in raids. An $8 Masterwork research will go live, so you can get the new Master Ball, and we will cover the rest in our December content update video coming soon. But back to Tuesday, we also have the start of our first event of December, which is going to be called the Journey to Paldea event. This will be running for 7 days, which is going to bring about the new Pokemon Go debuts of Nacli, Knacklestack, as well as Garganical. Garganical is a pure rock type Pokemon, which actually looks incredibly good. Unfortunately though, as much as this Pokemon is pretty good in the main series games, its attack value is really low. According to his base stats, its max CP is going to be 3065, an attack value of 171, which is pretty lackluster, but it's defensively pretty good with a defense of 212 and a stamina of 225. Unfortunately, I don't think this Pokemon is going to serve us very well as a raid attacker, possibly in the Go Battle League though. The event bonuses are going to be 2 times XP for winning raids, as well as 2 times XP for evolving Pokemon. The reason why this is huge is that I want you guys to pop a lucky egg in 1 or 2 concentrated hours, and I want you to evolve the Pokemon that only cost 12 candy per evolution. Some of those are going to be Caterpie, Weedle, Wishmer. You should have quite a few of these Pokemon in your bag, and if you really want to maximize XP, throw in a lucky egg and try and blow through those evolutions in 1 hour. We're talking between 500 and 700,000 XP in 1 hour, guys. Do not sleep on that. And we're also going to get an increased chance for shiny Larvitar as well as shiny Bagon, which is super sick. In the wild, we can expect things like Nimble, Pawmi, Smoliv, as well as Knackley in the wild. We have 3-star featured raids going down. We're going to see all of the Paldean Tauruses returning. The Combat breed is going to be in the Iberian Peninsula. The Blaze breed is going to be in the Eastern Hemisphere. The Aqua breed is going to be in the Western Hemisphere. And we can also see Bombardier as well as Dondozo in there too. There will be a paid timed research ticket for a total cost of $2. The main rewards there are going to be an extra 3,000 Stardust, 2 premium battle passes, as well as encounters with Pokemon like Larvitar, Bagon, and Knackley. It also doesn't end there on Tuesday, because remember, the Spotlight Hour on Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. local time is going to be Cranidos. The bonus in that hour is going to be 2 times transfer candy. So we've actually just had Picky Pack Calm Day. If you're looking to get a bunch of candy as well as XL candy for your 2 cannons, maybe this is a good opportunity to transfer all of those Pokemon in that hour, so you can take advantage of that bonus. But Cranidos right now as a rock type attacker is actually one of the best in the entire game, especially as a budget Pokemon. It's currently the 11th ranked. Make sure you get a good couple Rampardos for your rock team, but as well as the candy, so you can power up the shadows whenever you do get those 2. Then moving on to Wednesday the 3rd, do not forget about the last raid hour for Cobalion, Virizion, as well as Terrakion. All of these Pokemon definitely do have a place in Pokemon GO right now. For example, Cobalion, it's not the best raid attacker right now in the steel or fighting type category. However, in the Ultra League, it's currently ranked around the 25th spot, and even in the Master League right now, it's breaking into the top 100. A pretty solid Pokemon to go after, but arguably the worst out of all of them. The next one is probably going to be your best pick, which is going to be Terrakion. Guys, Terrakion is such a brilliant Pokemon. It's currently the 13th best rock type attacker in the game, but remember, that's behind all the megas, which is so impressive. More than that, in the fighting type category, it's currently ranked 4th. Remember though, you will need Sacred Sword on this Pokemon, which will require an elite charge TM, but it is very much worth it. A brilliant move, and again, it's technically actually better than the 4th place, because you're not going to be using 3 different megas above this Pokemon. You will only be using 1 if you are even going to use a mega in the battle. So guys, Terrakion is a very good pick to go after. And Virizion, same as Cobalion, as a raid attacker on the fighting and grass side of things, not very good. However, in the Ultra League, it is currently a brilliant Pokemon and has been for so long. Then this is something a little bit different, but Mega Gyarados will actually be coming back into rotation on the 4th, which is interesting, which is going to be on Thursday. Mega Gyarados right now, another brilliant Mega Pokemon, currently the 5th best water type attacker in the game, and currently the 12th best dark type attacker in the game with that bite and crunch combination. And even in the Mega Master League, Mega Gyarados is heavily relied upon because it does share that water and dark typing, which means it can actually do a lot of neutral big damage in this category whenever you do need it. So consider getting yourself a good Gyarados. Moving on from raids though, very quickly, do not forget about your research breakthrough box, which will now be entirely different in this new season. Coming from the research breakthrough box, which is going to be your 7-day stamps, the rewards you can expect in there are going to be Lapras. That 100% CP is going to be 1131. We can see Galarian Mr. Mime in there at a 886 guaranteed hundo. Snorlax can be in there at 1382 for your guaranteed hundo. Dreepy can be in there at 328. Honedge is going to be in there, which is awesome, at 595 CP, and Sinistea will remain at a 488 CP, which will be your guaranteed hundo. Then if we cast our eyes towards the weekend, which is going to be the 6th and 7th, the Catch Up December Community Day will be going live on both days from 2 to 5 p.m. local time. These following Pokemon will be spawning on the Saturday: Carablast, Shelmet, Vanillite, Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Pawmi. On the Sunday, Colossus will be more featured, Red Flower Flabebe in the Europe, Middle East, and Africa regions. The Blue Flower will be in the Asia Pacific regions. The Yellow Flower will be in the Americas. We can also get Pikipek, Jangmo-O, Rookidee, and Quaxley. But for the last 10 minutes of each hour on both days, the following Community Day Classic Pokemon will be spawning: Machop will be in there, Eevee, Totodile, as well as Ralts. The bonuses on this day is that it's going to be 2 times catch XP for catching Pokemon. It's going to be 2 times Stardust. It's going to be half hatch distance when eggs are put into an incubator, 2 times candy for catching Pokemon. It's going to be 2 times the chance for XL candy for trainers level 31 and up. Incense will last for 3 hours. Lure modules are going to last for 1 hour, and we can also make 1 additional special trade on this day, which will actually make it a total of 3 with the new Precious Path season. Do not sleep on trades. We're going to leave some examples on screen. Remember to trade your Pokemon. Trading is the most underrated method to get great Pokemon in the game, especially mass trading. There will be a December Community Day research ticket for a total cost of $5 where we can get encounters with all of the Calm Day Pokemon, including 1 Elite Charge TM, 1 Elite Fast TM, 1 Rocket Radar, and more. A collection challenge will also be live where we're going to have to catch all of the Calm Day Pokemon to receive more Stardust and XP. Up until 9 p.m. on that Sunday, you will be able to get all of these Calm Day moves on the Calm Day Pokemon. So for example, if you evolve Machoke into Machamp, you're going to get Payback. If you evolve Eevee into Vaporeon, you're going to get Scald. If you evolve it into Jolteon, you're going to get Zap Cannon. Into Flareon, you're going to get Superpower. Into Espeon, you're going to get Shadow Ball. Into Umbreon, you're going to get Psychic. Into Leafeon, you're going to get Bullet Seed. Into Glaceon, you're going to get Water Pulse. And into Sylveon, you're going to get Psyshock. If you evolve Croconaw into Feraligatr, you're going to get Hydro Cannon. If you evolve Kirlia into either Gardevoir or Gallade, you're going to get Synchronoise. If you evolve Duosion into Reuniclus, it's going to know the fast move Charm. If you evolve Vanillish into Vanillux, it's going to know the charged attack Avalanche. Carablast into Escalavir is going to know Razor Shell. Shelmet into Axelgore, Energy Ball. Floette into Florges is going to know Chilling Water. Trumbeak into Toucannon is going to know Beak Blast. Hakamo-O into Como-O is going to know Clanging Scales. Corvisquire into Corviknight is going to know Air Cutter. Florigato into Mouscarada will know Frenzy Plant. Crocolore into Skeledirge is going to know Blast Burn. And Quaxwell into Quaquavel is going to know Hydro Cannon. And lastly, Pawmo going into Pawmot is going to know Brick Break. With all that said, certainly a big week in Pokemon Go, a lot of information, but remember, we will be doing a full breakdown of that Community Day video, as well as the full December content update, which is going to kind of interlink with the new Precious Path season, which will literally be out in about 1 or 2 days as of releasing this video. Guys, love you so much. Go with us. Please smash that like and subscribe button. We really appreciate your support, and we know you really love these videos specifically. Let's send this out as far as wide as possible. We can only grow with you guys. Love you guys. Go with us, and we'll catch you in the next one, baby. Shh.